How to lay the bridge Bifröst. Bifröst. Pronounce Bifröst by all means, not Bifrost, please. And keep the accent on the first syllable as always in Icelandic. How to lay the bridge Bifröst layer by layer, as if drizzling invisible stardust. Æsir name her Bifröst, the flickering unreliable ride, or span. The instable is what Bif is meant to tell. Not to be trusted, or too easily taken for granted. Röst is a span, length, the way covered in a day's journey, or the planned destination, the place we reach at the end of each trip, where we can rest, a place for resting, a place of dwelling. But we also call her Bilröst. Bil tells us to peep inside through our wormholes to spread out our bridge. In Sanskrit, our bridge correlates to setum stara. The bridge also spread out in layers. Can we? Yes, we can. And why should we? To reach Valhöll fully alive. What? The bridge takes us from life in ignorance to life in enlightenment. The state of enlightenment is to live Valhöll. So far, so good, intellectual understanding. But who can do this? Who can lay Bifröst? How would one do it? Each man for himself, always sjálfur leið þú sjálfan þig, thou thyself lead thyself. We know this Bifröst tale to be an amusing old myth. Who would connect it to some living reality nowadays? And the least we could see any practical aspect of it. Are you really going to tell us to build a bridge out of no stuff and have it take us to some imagined palace of Einherjar? Now come on. Yes, I am coming on. The stuff we use for our bridge to enlightenment is our purity. That is something free of charge, and definitely the most durable building material we can ever get. Sin says, "Oh no, my beloved child, not into the living room with all this shit." Óðsmál is here for us to guide us in finding the path, our spiritual path, on which we should be. How to sieve out sin, how to batter our trull, ignorance. We shall understand what myths are conveying in their delightful way. We shall understand fuglamál, birds' talk, something we never heeded to listen to before. The trouble with ignorance is that we do not see it. But how do we ever get into the mud? Why are we not pure? We accumulate stress from situations, and we eat a lot of sin. Whoever eats a killed animal partakes in the sin of killing. Each being is on its evolutionary path. We shall not destroy that. Greed, heedlessness, avarice, all contribute to the uncontrolled growth of Fenrir. We are not told what we are doing here. We do not know why we are born. Simply, I assume, because nobody seems to know. The fastest way to rid us of our ignorance, which is not for real anyway, is to be without þursamegir þrír, the three qualities of nature, for a while every now and then, I suggest twice daily. This we do by nísa niður, that is, transcend the sphere of thought, live pure consciousness, the source of thought. When we do this twice daily, all our lifespan, in time we shall see. We visit Ásgarður, the sphere of total natural law. The vehicle is our Sleipnir, our human nervous system. And our Valkyria will serve us in the act of transcending to Ásgarður. The easiest thing, any man who can think can transcend. Any man who can fall asleep and wake up can transcend. Only we have to learn the delicate technique correctly. We live in the little cycle of waking and sleeping. Maharishi, the physicist and an enlightened man, tells us that dreams are simply the fatigue in the physiology being released during the physical rest of deep sleep. Mind takes to abstract thinking because of the tease of the tiredness getting released. We know not that there is more to life than waking, thinking, sleeping, dreaming. Nobody tells us because they seem not to know. Mind is always seeking happiness. We know our senses to be pleasing mind all the time with vibrations they find. Then we make a world out of that in our head, but it doesn't get us anywhere. This is why we have to first intellectually understand, then learn to nísa niður. For nísa niður, see Hávamál vísa 138 to end. Learn TM, the best thing you ever learn, a fine technique, no effort needed. Mind by its very nature seeks bliss. We have to learn not to disturb the all-natural flow inwards. We plunge into Ægir. At Ægis we join the ever-ongoing feast. It is purifying and nurturing. We enjoy the mead of wisdom in Hnitbjörg of Gunnlöð, which we find within. Nothing really is out there, but within all is. We do not try to kill the ego. We effortlessly expand our individual consciousness to infinity, to glaðheimar of consciousness. Here we enjoy the wine of Valhöll, the flow of life. That is nourishing. Frævast og fróður vera, I shall blossom and become wise. Millions of people have learned the technique to transcend. We are purifying the whole world. Elves, álfar, are channels inwards into the innermost treasure they keep in their cliffs. And where would that be? Inside us. We gain purity. Purity is the very material we need for Bifröst. Layer by layer, spread each time we transcend, we create Bifröst. The material is purity. In time, we reach Valhöll, fully alive, more alive than ever, as now we are pure, pure and stainless. Vopnum reft þak, brynjum á bekkistráð. Weapons are used to support the roof. War armor is now scattered on benches. As here, peace prevails. Einherjar do not fight with weapons. They wage peace on earth, in pure consciousness. The bridge takes us from life in ignorance to life in enlightenment. The state of enlightenment is to live Valhöll. We are returning home. Here we belong.